Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Yeah, but today I will be continuing My Aunt is a Witch slash Bewitched. I don't really know what else to say. I'm kind of a little bit brain dead today because I also kind of just woke up. I really need to fix my sleeping schedule. It is quite frankly absolutely terrible. But I will fix it one day. Just not today. And to sort of recap what had happened so far in this game is we play as a boy named Thomas and his aunt is a witch. Didn't see that one coming. Well, his aunt's a witch and then we live with her. We are now her apprentice and we're supposed to be finding potions? We're supposed to be finding ingredients to make a potion. And you get to hear my lovely and terrible voice acting. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy. Is my volume working? Yes, it is. Okay. I did have a little bit of tech issues before starting the stream, so there's that. Hopefully they won't pop up. But let me switch to here. There we go. So I think we need to put the skull in the mortar and grind it up into a powder. And here we have the ingredient list. Oh, right. I need to take. I forgot how to take. How do I take things? This. Take. There we go. Let's take this. I was still afraid to wake up the tree, so I took the mortar and went downstairs for molding it. After everything was done, I returned it. Now, I have another ingredient. Great. So we only have 3 more ingredients for this potion, the potion of Morning Beauty. So next we have Soul of the Sweet Tooth. These creatures eat so many sweets that even their souls become sweet. Take 1 soul from a book in the library. You'll find a book suspended on a chandelier. Do it fast. Don't stick out there for a long time. It's dangerous, okay? Is this the library? Oh, no, I actually haven't been in this room. What a wonderful view! Yeah, it is nice. What was the key to see things? I don't think I should be there. So what was it? A book. You'll find a book suspended on the chandelier. 1 soul book. This one. It has to be this one. I don't really want to touch these books after what happened earlier, but it looks like they have fallen asleep. I hesitantly reached out to one of them, judging by the name. Soul of the Sweet Tooth should be hidden inside its pages. As soon as I touched the cover, the book itself opened wide, somewhere in the middle, and I stared at the page. Or what was left of it exactly. It seemed that someone had pulled it out. Maybe that's why the whole construction of the branches and books wasn't in a good mood. So what do I do now? It's from the chandelier. I talked to you. Oh, yes, because you have the page. Looks like this bird came here from someplace above. It looked at me nervously, clutching the page in its beak. Oh, so that's where the page is. Probably.
This is a page from the Book of Souls.
Grimmer, as always, appeared out of nowhere.
Why do you need to stare at the poor creature like that, like this? It's clear that you won't get the page in exchange for nothing. You need to feed the bird with a mouse. You can catch one in the pantry. The door's behind the carpet. I don't think that I can catch it with my bare hands, and to tell you the truth, I'm a little afraid of them. Where do you people come from? Alice is terrified, and even you are terrified. It's just a mouse.
I looked at him with the saddest look that I could master.
Maybe you can. Nope. No, definitely no.
He looked resolute.
I won't bother to do it. I would like to see how you chase it all over the place. Maybe you will damage something and Alice will punish you later. Or you can ask Fabian to help, since you are besties, friends to the bitter end.
You shouldn't get angry with him.
Now, please help. I'll give you a cookie. So that's how it is. Manipulation!
This cat understands manipulation. Well, I guess the cat used to be human.
That is how you have been taught in those schools nowadays. Nowadays. You want to pull some strings, but I won't. 2 cookies? I don't believe you. How can you know where it is?
I saw her hiding it. Grimmer narrowed his eyes.
But I couldn't find it.
You don't need to. I know where it is.
Okay, you are a fox. So be it. I will bring you the mouse, a dead one. I will find its corpse behind that door. Mice must be dying of hunger in this house. Even I am.
Okay, a mouse? Then you go back to the pantry. Well, let's find the cookie. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing? I hope everything's doing well. If not, I hope it gets better. If it isn't the wardrobes, that it must be somewhere on them. Here? That's the eyeballs. Do we have eyeballs? Oh, we do. We can get the sugar eye, though. It seemed very simple, and why do I need any special gloves at all? I couldn't make that out. I was about to put my hand in the jar, but suddenly I noticed something glowing at the bottom. Oh, I needed the gloves! It was a bright whirlpool. It looks like the very funnel to another dimension my aunt mentioned. Okay, I think I need a glove after all. I have a glove, no? Yes. Let's get the sugar eye. Well, I'm at it. Doing good. How about you? I'm doing great. I slept in a lot. And yeah, I want to finish the story. I'm curious as how to this story will finish. So gently, don't slip. Suddenly, my hand began to tighten in the funnel, but the glove seemed stuck in some unsteady slush. It kind of doesn't let me stuck in there? I hurriedly grabbed the eye and pulled it out of the jar. Phew! It was close. Okay, I got the sugar eye, which means I only need the sweet tooth, but I also need to find the cookies. So I'm still trying to find all the the ingredients for the potion of morning beauty. And to get the sweet tooth, I need to give Grimmer a cookie so that Grimmer can give the bird something, and then that bird can give me a page of its book. This box is empty. Looks like there's nothing here. Maybe I'll find something behind this pumpkin. Ah, I got the cookies! So I can bribe Grimmer with it. Haha. Haha. It was too easy. I will eat some cookies too, as I am a little hungry. Okay, then we go back to Grimmer.
Here's a cookie. Meow. Give it to me, my crispy precious.
The glasses.
A mouse first. but I need to eat first. Look, I'm so thin.
Let's be fair.
Fair? You want me to go in that terrible place, so at least let me have a little joy in my awful life. You saw the spiders there. They're as big as me. How can it be fair? First I will eat, then we will return to our business. Do you believe me?
If I would, I didn't know that you were a criminal who dreams about bank robberies.
You are no fool, boy. Good. Wait. I will bring the mouse.
Several minutes have passed. I heard a meow, a whistle, and some strange rattling sounds. I thought that the house would go down right now, but of course, I knew that it was Alice's cauldron tower. That fell. What? Oh, Grimmer returned and elegantly came up to me. In his teeth, I saw a dead mouse. I think his eye was twitching, but he tried to stay calm.
These gray fools wanted to bite me. How do you like it? So I had no choice but to kill them all. You can find a mountain of little gray bodies.
What? Little gray bodies?
They're alongside the cauldron tower. Well, it used to be tower, but I think there's no need to worry. Alice will clean up the mess.
The cat laid down his trophy and looked at the bird.
When you will be eating, just remember that I killed it for you. So please enjoy every bite.
I was getting a little nauseous. Blueberry the murderer. Hey! That's the Grimmer's doing. That's not me. I didn't kill anyone.
Well, what are you waiting for? Thomas, feed to the bird.
Okay, so I take the little mouse, the little X's, and I give it to the bird. I slowly took the rag and carried it to the bird. She joyfully opened her beak and looked at me unexpectedly. The page book I needed smoothly fell on the floor, and it was difficult to resist the temptation to throw out the mouse and just run for the page. Suddenly, the bird will attack if you do this. So I came closer to her, and closing my eyes, I held out the rodent wrapped in a rag. The bird screamed, and I was so afraid that I dropped the mouse. But the bird caught it immediately and began its feast. The winged predator was having dinner now.
Bone apple teat, mouse eater.
Oh boy. So I got the page. Now what do? I click this again. I need to return the page. Oh, so I take the page, and then I return it. I took the page and came closer to the books. Choosing the right book, I opened it and put the page inside. It started shining, and I saw strange words and symbols. Suddenly, a small glowing ball popped out of the book. Is this a sweet toothsel? Sparkly noises. Ooh. The ball flew before me so fast that I nearly couldn't understand what actually happened. Then suddenly it stopped. To catch this ball, I need a good reaction, or at least a butterfly net. But I have nothing similar, so I need a good plan then.
Catch her, nerd! You still got a chance!
Grimmer seemed to realize I wasn't equipped for this type of activity. This is me. Any type of exercise. I'm just not equipped to do exercise or any type of activity like this. He briskly jumped on the ball and caught it with his tenacious paws.
Take the container for the souls from the closet under the stairs, and you will find it near the cans.
Container for the souls in the closet under the stairs.
A round jar with a triangular sign on it.
Round jar with a triangular sign. Taking off from the room, I rushed downstairs. I rushed to the closet with jars and began frantically searching for the right one. Finally, I found it and rushed back. Oh, so I don't actually get to find it. Darn. As soon as I got to the library, I didn't even have time to blink an eye as Grimmer let go of the ball and it flew into the jar.
It's all done. Here you go. Thanks, Grimmer. You helped a lot.
The cat mumbled something and went away. So now I have a sweet tooth soul. Alright, what's next? The greenhouse. Oh. I don't like the greenhouse. My greenhouse scares me. It was this way? Yes. Greenhouse is this way. Pick a couple of mandrake petals. There's nothing complicated. Just don't put your finger in its mouth. They don't like it. Which is the mandrake again? I think it's this one, the main one.
The devilish flower. He ate so many students. Rachel, Gregory, Billy, Roy, Thomas.
The boy with the same name?
Oh, I beg your pardon. Thomas is still here. Well, you never know.
Grimmer. Okay, so that's not the correct one then. Where are the petals? This one? I forgot which was which. Oh, here.
This is a very important thing for every garden keeper.
Huh?
Here's Johnny.
Who? I can't see anyone.
You're so boring.
Honestly, I didn't like Grimmer at first, but now I think Grimmer's personality is starting to grow on me. So what do I have? Where's the mandrake plant? Tried that, tried this.
There. Please don't cry. I need to take a couple of leaves.
Auntie didn't mention any tools. She probably thinks that you can take the mandrake petals with your bare hands, but I don't want to risk it. I will look for garden shears. I'm sure they should be around somewhere here. Here, right? Looks like I found the garden shears all right. And I have to do this. Oh no, I feel so bad. It's so cute. Welcome to Daddy. I gently wrapped my hand around the long root of the screamy mandrake. Oh, it's crying! It cried so much that its tears fell on my waistcoat. That's disgusting! It kept screaming while I tried to catch its leaf with shears to cut it off. I finally managed to do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, huh? A wild scream pierced the room. It was so strong that the glass on the windows began to crack. I was worried that the whole glass ceiling would fall at me. I didn't even know what is worse, to be bitten by a mandrake or to be killed by a piece of glass. It's good that there's been no damage and nothing fell on my head. As soon as the mandrake was put back in its pot, it calmed down immediately. I sighed in relief and noticed that there was a piece of paper next to the bed. It turned out to be another note from my aunt. Dear nephew, I recently found sleeping powder in my pantry. You can use it to put this noisy plant to sleep. Great, just in time. Thank you, Auntie. I put the mandrake leaves in my backpack. Well, let's continue our journey through the house. Okay, all this searching for ingredients has tired me out. Aunt may not come anytime soon, so it will be nice to take a nap. A nap. Let's go back to, like, the basement, right? It was still cold in here, and Auntie hadn't explained to me how to use the warming cauldron, but I was so tired that no amount of cold could have prevented me from sleeping soundly. I heard a cackling sound behind me. Oh. So, Thomas, how was your first day as Alice's apprentice? I turned towards the voice.
Fabian? What are you doing here? I thought you were only watching me from a distance.
Sometimes it's necessary to check things in person. You are Alice's apprentice now. I would have liked you to find this on your own, but I understand you had little time, so here, take this. Fabian handed me a medallion with an eye. It was heavy and cold to the touch, and a strange glow emulated from its center. It seemed that this medallion was not just an ornament, but possessed some special power. I felt slight excitement as I accepted it.
What is this medallion?
This amulet will give you access to the archive room. In the room, all important information you will receive about the magical word, people, customs, and objects is stored. Is the music too loud? I feel like the sound just got a lot louder for some reason. But like you can still hear, right? As always, carry it with you, but never show it to anyone, or your knowledge could be used against you.
I understand. Thank you. I will cherish it like my scout badge.
May I see it?
Of course.
I patted my pockets.
Oh, it seems I dropped it somewhere.
Just don't lose this thing, kid. Oh, I feel like I will regret this. Fabian left the room, and I was alone holding the mysterious amulet. Carefully stepping around the acid-burned spots on the floor, I approached the bed. The wall clock showed 6 in the evening. Wow, I took a long time with this task. As soon as my head touched the pillow, I fell asleep immediately. And I woke up to a strange meowing sound.
I'm bored, and Alice won't be here for a while. Entertain me.
Half opening one eye, I lazily looked at the cat sitting on the bedside table. He efficiently adjusted his little hat and looked at me with sad eyes.
Leave me alone. Let me sleep. And how did you get in my room?
Grimmer smirked and suddenly, jumping off the bedside table, started walking over me like a carpet.
Your room? You must be delirious, kid. First of all, this is Alice's house, and she is my girlfriend, though ex. And I moved here long before you. So this house has been mine for a long time, all of it. Including this gloomy basement you call your room.
I shifted, trying to push the cat off onto the floor.
I'm too tired to argue. Just let me sleep.
I covered myself completely and hoped this dialogue was over. But a few seconds later, I felt something fall on me, then again and again. I threw off the blankets and stared at Grimmer jumping over me.
Stop sleeping! Let's make a potion. Come on, it'll be fun! I don't think we'll manage without Aunt. Did you forget? I was once a wizard too, kid. Magic loves the brave, just like potion making. Prove you are worthy of being Alice's apprentice.
Ooh. What if I return to sleep? I'm gonna go with a safe route this time and return to sleep.
Leave me alone! Are you trying to tell me I'm a chicken? It won't work!
Grimmer, of course, saved me during the day, but something told me that cooking a potion with him right now wasn't a good idea at all.
Oh boy, you are so boring. Well, sleep tight then. Sleep like a dead mouse.
The cat seemed to be offended. He left my room and I again fell into a dream. Through a dream, I felt something creeping along my forehead like a worm.
Wow, what's happening?
I opened my eyes and saw Fabian pulling my hair with his one tentacle. Get up, boy. Alice is waiting for you.
Why? What is it? Did she come back?
Alice asked to call you. That is all I know. By the way, she is very pleased with you, boy. Grimmer said that you brilliantly managed the collection of ingredients, so Alice has already prepared a new list for you.
I want to sleep a little longer.
There was a crack, and Fabian was right in front of my nose. His big yellow eye looked as if with reapproach. Get up, boy, don't mess around. I reached out, then, groping for glasses on the table, put them on.
What time is it?
Clock is right above your bed. See for yourself.
They don't seem to work.
This is now completely unimportant. Well, why are you moving like a dead turtle? Hurry up!
I'm coming.
So annoying. With a quick step, I went to the hall and went into the kitchen. Passing by the kitchen, I noticed the rays of rising sun on a stone wall. Wow, it's morning already. Here, I slept. With a quick nap, I reached the stairs and went upstairs. Passing the pantry floor, I saw Grimmer hovering on a cloud. In his paws, he held Perfectly Criminal, the newspaper about criminals, I think.
Hello!
Oh, wrong voice.
Hello!
Grimmer, not distracting from reading, waved his tail.
Thank you for praising me in front of my aunt.
The cat ignored me, turning on its other side. How strange she is. I continued my way up the stairs and soon found myself in my aunt's room.
Good morning, Auntie. Fabian told you, God, what's happened to you?
Aunt Alice didn't look her best. Now she was almost like a mad scientist with dark circles under her eyes. Just like me! Look at my dark circles! Who had been working on some kind of scientific experiment all night. My aunt smiled in a strange smile, and her face became rather eerie as if she wanted to eat me. Hi, Thomas. Wow, it's morning already. Time flies too fast. You will need to do something about it. Oh, Igni.
Greetings, Thomas.
What voice did I do for Igni?
Greetings, Thomas. Alice and I spent the whole night looking for a recipe for a potion for advice and still found it, but it wasn't an easy thing.
We'll deal with this later, and now I'll show you how to cook the potion of morning beauty. Yes, you could use it, Auntie. Thomas is so mean.
Just like that? Maybe I'll learn a theory first?
Auntie abruptly cut me off and shook her finger. You do remember what happened to the boy who likes to read books. If you're talking about textbooks, then you can learn all this only after obtaining a potions license, and for now, you are only required to collect the ingredients. We will prepare the potions together, and I will tell you what exactly and in what sequence to put the cauldron.
All right.
This will be an experimental modification of the potion, by the way. I want to try to strengthen some of its properties, so we will change the recipe on the go.
Wait, don't start!
The cat flew into the room on its cloud as if on a magic carpet.
I want to see this show!
Aunt went to the center of the room and, bending over the boiler, looked lovingly there. Taking a large spoon, she began to stir the liquid, whistling a cheerful tune.
Why are you so happy, Alice? Do you think the guy will succeed the first time?
Alice gave him a puzzled look. And why not? He will do everything under your leadership. You are a master, a genius in potion making.
I won't do anything for nothing.
Grimmer snorted displeasedly. Alice lured the cat with her finger, and he climbed into her arms. 3 cookies for each potion cooked by Thomas. Grimmer smiled broadly for a moment, then screamed at me.
Come on, get to it.
Yup, I'm coming.
I went to the cauldron and looked at my aunt. She smiled slyly, and her eyes sparked green due to the light from the cauldron. An atmosphere of something mysterious reigned around. I dropped my phone. I accidentally pushed it off my table. My bad. Sorry. I talk with my hands a lot, and that's sort of a problem. The real magic is about to begin. Use arrows on your keyboard to cook a potion, okay? Oh, it's like a rhythm game? Huh? Oh, down. Oh, never mind. Not a rhythm game. Great start.
Thanks.
Wrong voice, also. Thanks. Interesting little mini game. Great, Thomas. Keep up the work.
I'll try, Auntie.
Okay, 3. Luckily, this isn't timed. I think I would start freaking out if this were timed. Good boy.
What? That was close. I almost sneezed.
Oh. Okay, down. Left, up, right, up, left. How neatly you poured everything, Thomas. What a smart boy.
I'm trying very hard.
Up, left, down, right, left. That's good that you held it tight, or it would blow away by this terrible draft. Hello again, Mary. Hello, welcome. How have you been doing? I hope everything's going well for you. And if not, I hope it gets better. Or I hope this stream will cheer you up or something.
I didn't even imagine that is possible.
Down, up, left, right, down. Well done. Otherwise, I was about to go after the ghostly butterfly net.
So you had it from the very beginning?
Of course, you can't catch a soul with bare hands. But Grimmer caught it with bare hands. Maybe Grimmer's like more powerful. This one. Well done, nephew. You're a pretty talented apprentice. Didn't blow a thing. I had some doubt that such a recipe would work, but apparently I was wrong. Aunt's face was bright with happiness.
No, you wasn't. After your last experimental potion, I couldn't clean my fur for a week. And this time, the luck was on our side. I see no other explanation for such a stunning success. Well, maybe the guy have grown wiser overnight.
I wasn't stupid from the start.
This statement looks rather debatable.
Grimmer. Don't quarrel, boys. All is well that ends well. And that means as soon as we will be able to make something more grandiose? Grimmer frowned.
Of course I'll get it all right. Excellent work and all. But Alice, don't you think it's too early for this? The guy obviously needs practice.
And what's wrong? He did it, right? Practice is for those who fail to do something on the first try, and the real winners don't hesitate and take the next step as quickly as possible to achieve their goal.
Calm down.
Whoa! Aggressive.
Calm down, woman. This potion was too simple, and still, the fact that we didn't fly into air with half of the house is just absolute luck, not a sign of your apprentice's mastery. Especially considering that he didn't do anything really. He was just following your instructions.
This is not important at all. Risking always works. What do you say, nephew? Are you not afraid of any small explosions? This is such a trifle.
Actually, I am.
She looked at me closely. Well, it's up to you to avoid it. Just try to be smart like today, and everything will be fine.
Or won't.
Alice touched the hat of the cat. You are such a grumbler, dear.
Must at least someone in this crazy house have common sense? I didn't ask to be that someone.
Great, but it's time for Aunt to go to work. See you tomorrow, Thomas. Be careful. Here's a new list of everything you need, and by the way, I'll give you one of these ingredients. This time I've decided to help you a little. She wanted to give me some kind of blue key, but tripped over something and dropped it from her hands. Ouch! Ouch. The key fell in the cauldron and drowned in a seething potion. Okay, everything is okay. It won't melt in there so quickly. Just find a ladle. It must be somewhere behind the sofa. Great help, Aunt.
Okay.
My aunt handed me a fresh list and ran downstairs, while I left the room alone with a boiling cauldron and a cat.
Well, let's see what we have here.
Dear nephew, today you need to collect the ingredients for our next potion. Please repair this damned poisonous clock. I have absolutely no time for this. Instruction attached. P.S. The handle from the cabinet is lost somewhere. I hope you will find it. Have a good day.
I had quite a challenging to-do list for today. Gather ingredients for a potion, fix unusual clocks, and find a lost cabinet pen.
Flipping the page, I saw a list of ingredients.
Wow, there's so much
there's so much I need to find. Some of these ingredients I had never even heard of. It seems I've put in quite an effort to find all these strange things. Okay, I need to get the ladle first, don't I? I climbed onto the sofa and slightly pushing its back, looked into the gap between it and the wall. Something black moved below. Oh, this is not good. It grabbed me and dragged me down sharply. To my surprise, I looked behind the sofa and found myself in a very spacious place. Around everything was black, so black that one would think that I was somewhere in the night sky. Ooh, I don't like that. Hold on, I want to drink some water first. Well, it is spooky season, so I'll just have to see what happens. Remember to hydrate. Suddenly, a light came on. I looked around and saw a wall behind me. The shadow of a girl in a dress fell on it, but no girl was nearby. What? I guess I'll just use my regular voice. Wow, a new boy? For a long time, nobody visited my place. It seems that for ages, I've been tossing myself out of boredom all alone. Oh, it's a child's voice. Oops. This child's voice scared me so much that I would definitely jump if I had an opportunity. But I was in zero gravity and couldn't do anything but wave my arms and legs.
I don't understand anything. Where am I? A minute ago I looked behind the sofa, and now this?
I guess if it's a little girl.
You're in the world of wall shadows. Now we can play an interesting game with you. True, it's unlikely that you will be able to win. So far, no one could. We will play, but I haven't agreed yet. I'm don't need you to agree. We'll just play. That's all. I play with everyone.
She clapped her hands and laughed.
The rules are simple. By the shadow, you need to guess what I'm showing.
I have no time to play your games. We need to take a ladle and get the key.
But you will play. If you lose, you'll stay here with me.
And if I win?
The girl paused to think.
Well, no one has ever won, so I don't think that this is even possible.
But still.
I was damn scared, but I'm not a fool to agree to play without rules. Refusal apparently won't work. Well, at least try to make her a little nervous.
If you win, I will, so be it, let you go and someday return a favor. But only once. So, let's start.
Wait, what's your name?
Malicent, enough questions. The game begins now.
Rocking horse? Horse on banana? Or horse on the crescent moon? Oh no. I can't even tell. I feel like this is too much. Oh, okay. I feel like a rocking horse might be too much, but there's like holes here, so it could be horse on banana. I feel like I should go with the safer one and go with rocking horse, though.
You look like an adult, but you think all about toys. Not true.
Sugar cube dice? Looks like dice.
Well done. It looks like the gamble is in your blood.
I have no idea what this is. Tennis ball. Probably not. Chocolate candy? Or cheese ball? I'm gonna go with candy. I can't tell between these two.
Not true. Though chocolate would help you out. There are glasses. But no brains.
Oh, she's talking about Thomas. So this can't be chess. It could be a box of chocolates? Well, no, I feel like that wouldn't be correct.
1 out of 4. When I was alive, I often played this game with my brother. You did worse than him. He was only 5 years old. Hehe, out of tries. Maybe we'll play this game forever. That's great.
Oh no. Oh, are we dying? We died again? The girl took my hand and I felt her cold touch.
More precisely.
Or more precisely, she took my shadow by the hand. Wait, I am the shadow. I became a shadow. Thomas? Darn, I died. Okay, so we'll keep going, I guess. And keep trying trial and error. So this one was wrong. It could be a horse on a banana. Okay, so not that one. This one... Was this a dice? Yes, it was a dice. Cheese ball. So that one's tennis. I picked... What did I pick? 2 good ones against 2 idiotic ones. Okay, I think you did it. You can call me. I will help if necessary. I was thrown away from the sofa and almost fell into the cauldron. Oh, we got it! Wow, I just guessed it right. Okay. I thought I had to get all 4 of them correct. A ladle in a second flew right into my forehead.
Headshot!
You mad shadow girl?
Call me if you will need my help.
I didn't answer. This strange shadow dimension was terribly terrifying. Well, at least I managed to get the ladle. Okay, and then we use that ladle for the cauldron. Right? Let's get started. I carefully went to the cauldron and slowly began to dip the ladle into the bubbling liquid.
God, boy, you look like you're defusing a bomb.
Brushing the foam aside, I lowered the ladle deeper.
Back off!
The cat pretended to lick its paws.
Boom! Ah!
Don't joke like that! I almost dropped the ladle!
The cat only grinned. A muffled sound from the bottom of the cauldron. Oh, it sounded like a key. I tried to pry it off, but it didn't work so well. I had to drag it along the bottom of the wall of the boiler. There, I ready clamped the item between the ladle and the wall and began to slowly lift it until it finally appeared on the surface. Great, I have the key now. I dropped it on the floor and waited for this thing to stop smoking. And then he took a cloth from the table and grabbed the key with it. Okay. Put the key in the mold and put it in the oven. Once it melts a little, you can get it. So I have the key now. Okay, so I guess we'll go to the oven. What else do I need? Fertilizer. I feel uneasy here. I imagine that the tight branches of the chandelier are about to grab me again and strangle. But I got no choice. I have to find the books. Perhaps one of them is here. We will skip that for now and go to the kitchen. This room is very comfortable for the pantry. And again, there is no edible ingredient in this strange recipe. I understand. Let me find a mold. Can I put it just... Okay, I can't directly put it in the oven. And once again, I'm in the room where it all began. So maybe I do go here? I'm a bit confused. What's this? Oh, that's the gallery. Put the key in the mold and put it in the oven. Once it melts, you can get it. So I know where the oven is, of course, it's in the kitchen. Where's the mold? Where would I find that? Here? Nothing seems... What's this?
Oh, it's so sharp. Why is it even here? That is mine. At least it used to be mine. And it took on a very special meaning.
I don't think that I understand what you mean.
Sometimes I do things very hard to understand.
Oh, maybe that dialogue was like that on purpose then. Where do I find the mold? I can get the fertilizer, I guess. I'm here again in one of the most dangerous rooms. Can I get fertilizer? Click on this. Growth land. It seems to the gardener that his tomato get too small this year. He can always sprinkle them with growth lands so that they grow bigger. The instructions say the amount of land acceptable for various plants and fruits so that the gardener reluctantly doesn't ruin his garden. So, no, not that one. Ow. Anything here? Bag. a mold. What do I do? I don't like how tense the music is. Mold. What's this? Of course it'd be easier to deal with the kettle, but the samovar let it be. Once my grandfather's farm, I had happened to see amazing tea making this device. I carefully clutched the grips even though they weren't yet hot. Of course they weren't, because I haven't fire up the samovar, and this is quite difficult. I like firewood, which weren't far from the front door, and removing the lid of the samovar put them into the pipe, and then I heard a wild meow.
What do you think you are doing? Do you know how much this samovar costs? Boy, get all that rubbish out of it immediately.
I looked at the cat in bewilderment. I can't read. But I still didn't agree that hastened to clean the samovar from the firewood. I had to strain all my muscles not to drop this heavy thing when I shook out the last wood chips. Grimmer shook his head and pointed his paw at the jar.
Just fill up the samovar with this flammable powder, Thomas.
So it was done. So, not gonna lie, I'm a little confused. Does anyone have any idea of where I can find a mold? A cup? Can I use a cup? A good cup. I will pour water in it and make some tea. Oh no, not that one.
What a cool little house you have. What? Do you like it? Nice. By the way, I recently read fairy tales about perfumes. A book is in my chest.
Grimmer went to the chest, glanced suspiciously at me, and opened it slightly, just enough to put a paw in the gap that has formed. For some time, only a rustle was heard, but then, at last, a corner of the book appeared. However, it seemed to be stuck there. Grimmer had to yank a couple of times to pull out a book. The chest couldn't deal with such a treatment. It fell over with the ring and diamonds. Gold chains and other jewelry fell from it. Grimmer looked at me intently.
I didn't see anything, boy.
See what?
You're a quick learner. Take the book. Thanks.
Thanks. I opened the book and took the coin. Wait, was that an ingredient? No, I still haven't gotten a single ingredient. Oh boy. Where would I get a mold? Very confused. This one's gonna take me a while, isn't it? Clock shavings. Y'all find that like downstairs? Do I look at this? I look at this. I need oil for this clock. Or maybe I will go back up. I don't want to touch things I'm not supposed to. On a small sofa where my aunt slept, I found a sleeping mask. I don't know really why do I need it.
Meow. Better take it. Come in handy. For example, no. You'll find yourself out You'll find out it yourself. With a big head you have, hope it's not empty there.
Oh boy. It's closed. To open this drawer, I need a key. Can I use this key? Carefully taking the key, I inserted it into the keyhole and it turned. The door creaked open. I remembered the aunt's warning about some kind of skull you can't look at. I closed my eyes and stuck my hand in the drawer and started fingering its contents. Inside were a variety of parchment, glass vessels, and a canvas bag. It seemed that this is the one that I needed. Okay, I got some more stuff. Don't know what I'm going to do with that stuff. I took it out, closed the drawer, and only after that dared to open my eyes. There was a drawing on its bag, like leaves or something. So what is this? Fertilizer. Okay, so we got the fertilizer. Liquid blue key. I don't know how to get the liquid blue key. Or maybe, like, if I just stick it into the oven. I put the key in. Okay, so I didn't need to find a mold. I guess I could have just sticked in the cookie cutter into the oven. Lovely! I put the key into a cookie cutter and sent it into the oven. In less than a few minutes, the metal began to melt, and I received the liquid key required by the recipe. So, maybe I don't have to find anything. I put my magic powder in the secret compartment of the library desk. To open it, you need to collect 5 coins that are hidden in books of fairy tales and put them in special molds on the table. These books are scattered throughout the house. Great idea for a task, right? Why can't she just do it? Okay, I have one of the coins. Then. Yeah. Yeah, so let's look for books. I know there's some books here. Great, I found another book, 1 more coin. What's this? Looks like Auntie was right. Hat won't peek out if the lamp is watching. Oh, the lamp has a face now, I realize. I see. What's this?
This is a house. A broom and a dustpan will never meet. Alice is too lazy to clean her house properly. But you don't do much either. For example, you didn't catch all the mices. You're right, but thanks to our dear stepmother, thanks to your dear stepmother, this house will soon shine clean, and there should be no mice in a clean house, so I hope you can catch them on your own.
You're one sly cat.
There's no books here. Probably have to go to the library. I got 2 coins. I need 5. I need 3 more. Well, here goes nothing. Here's the fairy tale book. Exactly the one I need. I opened the book and took out a coin. This one? I took a book of fairy tales. There could be no doubt I needed this one. But where's the coin? Maybe it fell out. I need to search the place. Perhaps the coin fell on the lower shelf. I carefully examined everything and saw how something flashed behind the skull. Pushing it aside, I smiled. Great, another coin. Upstairs? Great, the coin inside this book. Let's see. Collect 5 coins. And then secret compartment of the library desk. Library desk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here? Don't you dare open this chest. What's inside? Troubles and misfortune, of course. This is Pandora's home box. All quarrels, conflicts, and bad thoughts go into it.
But after all, Auntie and Grimmer fight so often.
You are absolutely right. Now imagine what would happen if you opened it. Secret compartment. Thinking like here, the desk. Here? I dumped the coins on the table and laid them out as needed. Okay, I do think I'm going on the correct path then. A click was heard, and a small panel just below the tabletop drove slightly away, without moving either the tablecloth or the lamp. Inside was a bag of magic powder. That is what I needed. Alright. Next up is bone root. Cut a piece of the bone root in the greenhouse. Don't forget to fertilize it first. Okay, greenhouse. That'd be down this way. So I think you're bone root. So I take that's not fertilizer. Take the fertilizer right here. Give it to you. I added fertilizer to the bone tree, which I took from my aunt's room. Then I poured it on as said in the instructions. Well, I understood that the tree wouldn't grow in 5 minutes, and I didn't expect that after a few seconds it would become long and its horned head would clamp with sharp teeth a millimeter away from my nose. Terrified, I dropped the fertilizer bag and it crumbled across the floor. The toothy bone monster with icy eye holes, the creature which I raised myself, again tried to bite my nose. It's good that I reached on time and bounced to the side. Then I tried to catch me with his bone fingers, but it simply couldn't reach me. It was too far from it, almost standing at the door, but I couldn't leave the room without the ingredient. My conscience didn't allow me. I just couldn't let my aunt down, so I pulled myself together and turned around. Frozen in horror, I stared at the monster's clattering teeth. It was bony and very long, with strange sprouts from all sides, similar to cockroach antenna. The monster continued ominously snapping its teeth and cracking its clawed paws. Well, and what should I do with it? I tried to make up a dialogue.
Boney, to be a pal, give me your roots. I only need a small piece.
Boney clenched his teeth so terribly that I immediately realized I couldn't get the roots so easily. Suddenly, I saw an instrument that could be useful now. I grabbed a guardian scissors and rushed into battle. Well, actually, I screeched like a girl and rushed to the bone monster, but these are the details. Before I could do anything, a bony arm grabbed my hood. My courage vanished like a puddle on a hot summer day.
Grimmer, help!
I screamed quite loudly, but the cat didn't seem to hear anything. Boney rushed forward sharply, trying to bite my head off, but I jerked to the side and it missed. The same happened several more times, and the monster seemed to begin to lose patience. He captured me in a ring like snake, so I couldn't move, and opened a huge toothy mouth. Of course I didn't wait until I was eaten, and who would? There was a crack in one of the monster's fingers fall off and hit then one of the monster's fingers fell off and hit the wooden floor. Boney howled and loosened his grip so much that I even imagined to get out of his bony embrace. I took advantage of this moment and, like a ninja, abruptly jumped to the shovel and grabbed it. Then, dodging a toothy mouth, I darted to Boney's pot and struck the shovel in it. I didn't have to dig for long. The root appeared almost immediately. I tore off a piece with the tip of the shovel blade. Boney howled and began to swing his clawed paws. Using the chance, I rushed to the exit. Oh, well, that was intense. The most modest of hats lives in my hallway. She comes out only when no one is looking, so you need to do something with that lamp always staring at her. Okay, do something with the lamp. So that should be this room. Oh, it's that staring lamp. I need to work out something. Yeah, I do. I don't know what to give to the lamp. Oh, the eye mask. I see. I see. I put a eye mask on the lamp and it started to curse me.
It's showtime, Shy.
The hat looked timidly at me, madly embarrassed, but still gave me her feather. Okay, steam of anger. I'm gonna take another sip of water. Hello, Luke. That was a pretty bone boy. Yes, the bony plant. Imagine getting cursed out by a lamp. After you put on a little mask.
I mean, it looks cute. It's still smiling.
The Samovar does not tolerate three things. See how someone is brewing a tea bag instead of real tea leaves. Hear how they knock a cup in a spoon. How they knock on a cup with a spoon when sugar is mixed. Oh, okay, I see. See how that sugar is stirred counterclockwise. So that was in the kitchen. How do I get some water? I opened the door of the cupboard, but I couldn't find any tea leaves in there, and actually I didn't need them for my plan. Oh, I have a tea bag, okay. The teapot waited patiently for me on the table, but I needed to make the drink using tea bags.
Oh, what a fresh smell!
Of course, that is lemilcia. That is used to maintain fresh air in the house, and especially useful in summer when you don't want to open windows. Okay.
Chameleon roses, Alice's favorite flowers. She always liked them, and they always resolved our conflicts.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that the cat used to be her boyfriend.
As soon as I presented her this magical flower, she immediately became affectionate and kind as on the very first day of our acquaintance.
But not the last time?
Yes, but not the last time.
Okay, I think I will take the tea bag. And let's see if I can do this. The water in the samorva boiled quite quickly, and after filling the cup with hot water, I sat on the table. Taking the spoon into my hand and looking at the teapot, I began to slowly lower the tea bag into the water. Samovar hissed on me like a snake. I put a spoonful of sugar in the tea and started stirring it counterclockwise. The samovar just gone mad from its spout. Thick red smoke was released. Boyfriend cat. Yeah, so our aunt is a witch. She turned her ex-boyfriend into a cat, and that is Grimmer, so that black cat is her ex-boyfriend. But like, honestly, our aunt is kind of crazy. Did I get it? How do I collect this? Oh, I see. This is the angered steam I needed. Yes, but how do I get it? I think I have to find some bottle or something. I feel like that might be in Alice's room. Or Aunt's room. Right here?
Wow, what a beautiful bottle. I wonder what's inside. For God's sake, don't shake it like that. This is an ultra powerful explosive.
Yeah, this is the boyfriend cat of Alice.
Oh, sorry. This liquid is designed to tear to pieces the most durable locks, not little boys. However, if you are so curious, then ask Fabian to clean the rag. I won't clean it up after you here.
So that didn't do much. So I don't want to open that. I can get a container? Yes. Oh, I can use this jar. Perfect. Go back here, take the container, and then use it on steep. I captured the red smoke in a small vessel and quickly closed it. Well done. Okay, what's next? Clock shavings. Sorry, Thomas, but I still haven't fixed a clock, and since you will still get them, you will still get shavings from them. Kindly lubricate the mechanism with oil. You will find the oil bottle in the cabinet near your bed. Okay. Cabinet near my bed. This one? What's this? Gosh, Auntie's so absent-minded. Just how can you lose the handle from the drawer? Oh, right. Nothing useful here. What's this? Looks like a handle. Good, now I can reopen the drawer. Let's take that, put this here. After opening the carved wood of the drawer, I took out a box of oil for the mechanism. I see. Wonder how I'd feel about being a cat. I'll probably die since I'm allergic. I'm also allergic to cats, but I love cats so much. I love how derpy they are. I hope I could avoid this wicked bird. I should get it over with. Enough magic for one day. I opened the clock and carefully wrapped iron shavings into paper. I put it in my pocket. I quickly smeared the parts and closed the clock. Yay, I collected all the items. Now I can get some sleep. Right? Yes, we have all the items. I threw my backpack on the floor and happily jumped into the bed with the hope of warming up and relax a little. I turned face into the wall. I closed my eyes just for a moment. Well, have you collected everything you needed? I hardly opened my eyes and tried to smile. Oh, same. Still love them. I actually really want a cat when I have the ability to get one. I don't have that ability right now. I can't take care of a cat, but I would like one. The only thing is I'm allergic, but also I could probably get a hairless cat. I know some people think they're kind of not great looking, but I think they're still cute. Yes, Auntie? No time for sleeping, Thomas. We need to cook a potion. Alright, we cooking a potion? Come on! Sorry, wrong voice. Come on! I didn't have a break after all this ingredient searching. Can I rest for a while? Of course, you deserve it. You can rest, but no more than 10 minutes. But Auntie! Gosh, I don't want to make these stupid potions now. I'm so tired. I reluctantly got out of bed and trudged after my aunt. All this magic potions and stuff is definitely cool, but I didn't think it could be so exhausting. Get ready, Thomas. Now we're going to make our first potion for the Witch Council. I found myself in Auntie's room before I could even realize. Unfortunately, hairless still... Really? Hairless cats still produce danger? You can still get... Well, maybe I can't get a hair... what if I just... What if I just ignore my allergies? You know, I used to be allergic to a lot of things, but now my allergies for some of these things have reduced. Alright, here's a little mini game. Make sure you don't burn yourself, Thomas.
Thank you, but I think it's already cold.
Oh, do be careful. Don't pour so much of it. We need just a little.
I'll try, Auntie.
You can use meds, but that's about it. Oh. Oh, it is timed. Well done, you haven't spilled anything.
Thank you. It shines very beautifully.
There you go, lower it slowly.
Even slower?
No, it's just right. Okay. Is this another one? That's alright. You'll need to dip it first, and then stir it gently.
Got it, Auntie.
It's good that it didn't hit Grimmer.
Yes, we are very... Yes. We are lucky.
I forget that this game has some sort of spelling things sometimes. Oh, this one has to be fast. Wow, that was timed. I hear some white cats don't produce danger, weirdly. Oh, really? I always thought the allergens came from their saliva. So some cats, from both like their hair and their saliva, so like if they have less hair, there's less chance, but yeah. Maybe one day I'll figure out a cat. Or I like dogs too. Dogs are adorable. I think for a cat would be more suited for me first, though. When the potion was successfully cooked, I asked my aunt to prepare something for me to eat, as I was very hungry. No time to eat. We need to introduce you to the witch council. They are gathering today. I can't believe you've done well. None of my students have come this far. Well, technically I did die for 2 times already.
Could it be that none of them survived the council?
Looks like it.
This worries me a lot, Auntie.
I made a decision. We set off immediately. What is this strange sound? Auntie seems to be hungry too. Okay, I think we should eat first. So be it.
Great. Can I have a little...
Before I could finish, my auntie abruptly jumped out of the room, and her hasty steps up the kitchens were heard. Up the stairs were heard, not the kitchen. I keep thinking of food. What this rush is all about? Did auntie go for food? What should I do? Then my gaze again came across a potion for the council. Surely auntie's very pleased with my success and has high hopes for me. A sense of pride filled me for a second, and I smiled.
What are you smiling at, boy? Yes, you managed to make a good potion, but this is only the beginning. What do you mean? Well, the potion still needs to be delivered to the council. I hope you are ready to fly. What kind of flying are you talking about?
My chin trembled, and Grimmer heard a horror in my voice, which made his smile wider. I also like both. I have 2 dogs. I'd like a cat too. Oh, you have 2 dogs? They must be adorable and lovely, but that also sounds a bit like a handful at the same time.
I mean, the most usual witch fight on a broomstick. And what do you think that witches ride? Cars? Or maybe horses? But Aunt Alice didn't say anything about flying. She just accidentally forgot you never flew, that's all. She forgets a lot of things. So I would have prepared if I were you to fly or to fall.
To say the truth, I'm not ready to fly anywhere at all. I don't even know how to control a broom. What is there to control anyways? If I held it with my hands only once. Not to mention, it was an ordinary broom, not a witch one. Near the balcony, I noticed a bookshelf, and under it there was a shiny new broom. This is no good. I carefully approached the broom to examine it better. Something was written on the wooden handle. Thomas! I'm finished. I don't even know how much I have to get ready for the fight. I need to do something, and quick. Perhaps it seems to Aunt Alice that flying on a broom is a piece of cake, and she will always say that reading is useless, that practice is better than a textbook, but I think that there's no such thing like extra knowledge. So I have to get creative, but I will use the help of books, of course. I picked up a couple of volumes from the shelf and sat on the sofa. Fly or die trying. Oh my. Great name! This book doesn't seem to help me. I don't think that it could be useful at all. I looked at the next book. It looked shabby. Probably Aunt Alice read it often. How to Turn a Guy into a Cat. Yes, the aunt clearly used this book for its intended purpose. I continued to sort through the books, but didn't find anything helpful among them. A couple of love novels, some poems. I didn't feel like reading this at all. None of the books I found could help me. I need to find training for beginners or something like that. Okay. Oh, there's only one. There it is. Flight Mastery for Beginners. I opened this book and began to read eagerly. To my surprise, for some reason, the book said that there were few brooms in the world that could fly. Basically, flying brooms are made in special workshops, and for them to fly, you need to read a certain spell. Therefore, a scroll with this same spell is attached to each broomstick so that it can be stolen. Okay, so somewhere around here there should be such a scroll? Scroll. Oh, it's on the floor. I need to get better at like hide and seek stuff. Dogs are cute, yeah, but they're both pretty small, maybe around 20 pounds. Really? 20 pounds is, well, I guess, so. I was gonna say, like, 20 pounds is not super small, but then I think about, like, other bigger dogs, I'm like, oh yeah, that's tiny. Cats are usually self-sufficient, so they're easier to take care of, for sure. Yeah, that's why I kind of want, if I do get a pet, I want to start off with, a cat. Because I think it would help me, it would help, at the beginning at least. Here it is, although I'm scared, or maybe I should run away before it's too late. I will die instead. Okay, you need to put yourself together, Thomas, and do your best. I began to read what should I do for preparing a broom for a flight and followed the instructions of the author. A broom is like a woman if you're a man, and like a man if you're a woman. What? Treat it with respect and attention. Oh. I can't understand anything at all. Good thing that author pointed out the steps. Gently wipe the broom's handle and start rubbing it slowly. The broom should get used to you as the owner, so as not to throw you off during the flight. I don't want to die like this. Cast a spell from the scroll. Well, that is easy. I did as instructed. I unrolled the scroll and cast a spell. It worked immediately. Wow! Oh, some magic noises? But I don't even have magical powers. Probably the scroll is magical itself. Suddenly the broom stirred and punched me in the nose. It escaped from my hands and started jumping around the room.
Oh god, Grimmer, what should I do?
But the cat has already vanished. The cat's always there when we don't need him. But when we need him, he's not there. Maybe 15 pounds? Haven't checked in a while. Lapdogs for sure. Oh, it's so cute. A broom flew up to me, and I miraculously dodged. A shiny wooden handle hit the wall with such force that I was scared to think what would happen to me with such a blow.
Auntie, help!
What's going on here, boy? I tried to
prepare the broom for flight. Grimmer said we would fly. I thought I needed to learn first. At least a little.
I noticed Fabian's yellow eye above the arch leading to my aunt's room. He looked reproachful at me. The broom also noticed the guest and hastened to whip him. But for a moment, when it hit the door panel, Fabian was no longer there, and then he appeared again. Missed. Another deadly joke from Grimmer, I suppose. Okay. Something needs to be done with this. Unfortunately, this is not my competence. I need help going through the 12 jaws of death. No problem. Information about crystals of blindness and where they are hidden. Piece of cake. But brooms? I don't like them, and I don't understand them at all. Look, maybe there's a clue in the book. I'll call Alice right away. I nervously began to seek advice from the book. But all that was written there was, the first wake up can make the broom very aggressive. Be careful and lock it somewhere for a couple of hours. Great tip, yes, in such print at the end of the page. Who wrote this guide, a lunatic? The broom rushed right at me at neck break speed. I jumped to the side and it missed. The broom fell out of the balcony. Seems I survived this. But no, the stupid broom bent a steep turn and returned. What is this? Some kind of homie missile? I rushed to the exit room, but the broom blocked my way.
Auntie, your student is being killed!
It is unlikely, of course, that Aunt Alice heard me, because in this house there are very thick walls, but the panic was gaining strength. I hope Fabian brings my aunt as soon as possible. I didn't dare to crawl under the broom, which froze for a moment, because in that case, it could just beat me half to death, like poor Gabby. Grabbing an umbrella, I tried to defend myself, but the broom defiantly knocked it out of my trembling hands. This is the end. What's going on here? Auntie burst into the room and gasped. What did you do, Thomas? Wow, so it's my fault that I was nearly killed by this mad broom? Although, maybe it's true. Whoa! Auntie waved her wand, and a yellow magic chain entangled the broom, which immediately collapsed lifeless to the floor. Thank you! Why did you touch the broom, Thomas? You don't know how to fly at all.
Grimmer said we will fly, and that I should get ready for this. So I thought maybe this is part of the training. I saw the broom and my name on it.
No, Thomas, this broom is not for you. Moreover, this is not a broom at all. This trick thing is a magical item that seeks a master in order to control its will. I don't know why I keep it here. A dangerous thing. Don't worry, you will have your own broom, but later. In the meantime, be a good kid and don't touch everything. I haven't even shown you the council yet, and you're already getting yourself killed. Of course, we won't fly to the council of witches on a broomstick. Why would we need to use such prehistoric methods? No one can use brooms for such long trips, silly.
Okay.
We will simply get there. She winked mischievously at me. Oh, are they gonna teleport there mysteriously? Apparently, the aunt was sure that I understood everything. In general, everything was so simple and yet does not require absolutely any explanation. But that was far from the truth.
Wait a minute, what? Shall we transfer? Are you talking about teleportation or something?
Aunt smiled slyly. And I thought you were in a world which there was magic. There are no traveling through time and space.
No, of course, I was aware of the existence of something similar, but how is this possible?
The aunt smirked. It is important. This is the easiest way to get anywhere you want. And, you have just been in one place, and now you are in another. It seems very simple.
Yes, but it's very difficult to imagine that something incredible can happen to your own body.
I never looked at it this way.
But what about science? Science is the same magic, only slowly developing.
Your scientists have long been studying cloning, teleportation. Magicians have simply beat them in practice. But cloning is forbidden, like reading thoughts and still.
It seems to me that magic and science are completely different things. Their main difference is that science is trying to get to the bottom of things, and magic just makes unimaginable things without any explanation.
This is not entirely true. Behind every spell and every potion, there are years of research.
Well, in that case, perhaps magic and science are really something similar.
Aunt shrugged. Okay, I'm gonna drink more water because my voice is starting to dry out. Doing Thomas's voice is probably the most straining one, and I feel like that his voice just has slowly degraded. Stay hydrated, yes. It's good to stay hydrated. And posture check. I should do a posture check. Ugh, my back. I have terrible posture. Aunt shrugged. It is so. Well, come with me, Mr. Scientist. Now I will show you something really unimaginable. Grimmer, darling, hurry up. She laughed viciously again, and I began to doubt that I should go anywhere with her at all. Auntie led me to the balcony. From afar, Grimmer squealed.
You took my maps, all my priceless schemes. How could you do that?
The witch smiled. You shouldn't scare my nephew. Auntie winked at me and whispered. Hid his treasures on the way Hid his treasures right on the way here. A very useful spell. And then she turned to Grimmer. If you misbehave yourself, I'll let you have fun with your beloved cars, and even sometimes have cookies. And if you're going to foul, then blame yourself. You almost killed Thomas.
Come on, it was just a joke.
Thomas, what do you think of Grimmer's sense of humor? The witch looked at me intently. Of course, I didn't like these jokes at all. He really almost killed me. But the cat looked so miserable that I reluctantly felt sorry for him. No, don't feel sorry for him.
Well, his humor is quite peculiar, rather dangerous, perhaps even deadly. And still, maybe you'll return the maps to him?
It seems to me that you are standing up for the scoundrel, Thomas, and I can't understand why. Hello, Talan! This is a mighty small hat for a magician. The hats have human souls in them in this story. Aunt threw her hands up. Okay, so be it. Alice waved her wand as sheets of paper of various sizes and shapes sprinkled onto my head from the ceiling. They fell noisy on the floor, and the cat immediately began to carefully smooth out each landing sheet.
They are priceless, Alice. Next time, take them somewhere more carefully.
What does he mean next time? Is he going to continue to prank me like this, despite the threats of his aunt? Yes, he seems to not be afraid of her at all. What a naughty cat. And now I offer everyone to have a little snack. Aunt snapped her fingers, and a warm cookie appeared in my hand. Fresh from the oven, help yourself. I added something new to it. She smiled slyly. Of course, I was hoping to have a normal lunch with the first and second dishes, but in the case of my aunt, cookies are better than nothing. As soon as I finished the cookies, Aunt Alice handed me a vessel with some kind of liquid. Pour this potion into the river, Thomas, right from the balcony.
What? What for? You said I made a good potion. Great, even. Yes, that's what you said.
Yes, that's why I said pour it into the river, and watch how magic is born. Every hat has a soul. I'm calling that one small. Shake my head. Ooh, new art! Honestly, this is really pretty. I don't understand what the aunt had planned, but her eyes burned with such enthusiasm that there was no strength to object. Approaching the edge of the balcony, I opened the vessel. Slowly, drop by drop, the liquid dissolved in the river water, and very soon my interest shifted to horror. The vessel was already half empty, but so far nothing had happened. Am I doing something wrong, or...
Is this some kind of joke?
No, look carefully, and soon you'll understand everything. I wish I was a hat.
Now, the fun part will begin, Thomas. Watch.
Whoa. I looked down and noticed how the layer of water twisted slightly. Silver luminous waves began to appear on it. There were more and more of them, and soon a whirlpool formed in the river. The sight was truly incredible. Silver luminous stars emerged from the water like fish and spun in a strange round dance.
Well, how's the show? This is so great. Is that the teleportation magic you talked about, Auntie?
Yes, Thomas. The portal is now open, and with its help, we will get to the city of witches. Then Alice cleared her throat and spoke even louder. We're leaving. I'm coming. There was a knock, and I noticed Fabian rushing towards us on his little legs. At your service, miss.
Oh no.
Oh no, he...
Won't go with us.
Hey guys, since were you in charge here?
But Alice, this is unreasonable.
This can't happen. We don't need another burden. Hey! The cat...
Oh, the cat didn't pay attention to my exclamation.
In addition, we cannot completely recover from his past explanation about the differences between cauldrons. It took a whole day, Alice.
If you don't need help, miss, I will have a great time waiting for you at home. I feel like Fabian's more helpful than Grimmer. Be quiet, all of you. You will come with us, Fabian. I decided so.
Well, maybe you don't need such hasty decisions. Weigh all the pros and cons. See that there are some of minuses, and there are no pluses at all, and abandon this idea.
But the witch didn't seem to listen to Grimmer at all. She whispered conspiratorially to Fabian's ear. Outside, it's very dangerous. You may not return home at all.
Well, this is interesting.
Does that scare you at all?
No, that sounds intriguing. But if I just follow along the streets of a magical city like that, hunters will probably want to steal me. After all, I am a rare and valuable artifact.
Bobby's an artifact? The cat is running its mouth like it does not fit in a washing machine. The cat indeed has a very interesting personality in this game. Aunt waved his warnings. Don't worry, I already thought everything through. You'll be in Thomas's backpack at all the time.
Why don't I know about this?
Who cares? You have plenty of space there. Fabian more, Fabian less. I watched bewildering as a rare and valuable artifact comfortably seated in my backpack.
But
no buts this time. Better hurry up and jump in. The portal won't wait for us forever. Find out if it's dishwasher safe.
what? Jump straight from here? Maybe we'll go down first?
Auntie shook her head. No, then it won't work. To get through a portal of this kind, you'll need to create a fall effect, otherwise you'll risk being stuck in it forever.
Not sure I have the courage to jump from that height.
You don't need one, she smirked. Oh, is she gonna push him?
Why are you smiling like that? What? Ah! Ah! Ah!
I fell down ridiculously waving my arms. In the end, all you need was a good kick. I gotta go have a good stream. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for chatting. I appreciate it. Alice and Grimmer calmly jumped after me.
Ow! We'll all die!
Don't worry, Thomas. Everything is fine. No one has died from teleportation funnel, I think. But are these people teleportation safe? I like how the cat is like terrified.
Ah, I'm scared. Grimmer, help!
I panicked and grabbed Grimmer flying next to me by the tail, so quick that the hat almost flew off.
Let go of me! Have you lost your mind?
Auntie smiled and adjusted Ignati Petrovich. Stop screaming, Thomas. Better calm down and just enjoy the flight.
Indeed, because of your voice, you don't hear the pleasant noise of distinct air? You deprived yourself and me of pleasure.
Not flying! We're not flying! We're falling!
Oh, these children.
The water was already very close, and I prepared for the blow, but it didn't follow. I fell in some kind of void. It swallowed us, and everything turned black. Is this really the end? Is that all? I couldn't see anything, but we seemed to continue to fall somewhere. Soon I got used to the state of falling and stopped screaming. Then I saw multicolored lights. They surrounded us from all sides, shimmering with bright colors.
Auntie, how long are we going to fall?
I looked at Grimmer. He managed to curl up in a ball while falling, and seeming to sleep peacefully. Well, I can't say for sure. With portals, you never know for sure? Last time, I had to wait several hours before I reached my destination. It's good that I took a book with me and had something to do. However, I must say, the lighting here is rather poor, so even if you have something to read, I don't advise you to do this. You will ruin your eyesight.
So, will we be in this strange place for several hours?
No, then I just had no luck. Teleportation usually only takes a few minutes. By the way, using the portal at the exit, the council will determine your level of magic and record information received in the city register. Of course, they will be a little surprised to see that you practically don't possess magical power, but that's enough for a potion master. It's all good that they agreed to meet us so quickly. I sent a letter of petition right after you made the teleportation potion. Apparently they liked the cake I sent last week. It's funny how things have changed. I didn't even know about your arrival back then. My aunt chirped so merrily that I somehow got excited. I didn't want to accidentally let her down.
I hope the council likes me, no less than a cake.
Don't get your hopes up. They only like food. The main thing is that they'll approve of you as my student, and it's all that matters. Very encouraging, Auntie, thanks. I looked around again, expecting to see at least something, but there was only darkness. I mean, there's stars. And how long do we need to fall? The answer to my question was the sudden appearance of a funnel with purple luminous contours. I was fascinated by all the changes in colors and shapes within it, and after a few seconds a picture began to form in its center. A landscape appeared in front of me, a nighttime city street, a long paved road, houses and a huge tree towering above all this splendor. Incredible! I've never seen anything like it. Oh, okay, are we almost there? Alice noticed the window that appeared in another world and winked at me. Great, the passage is open. See you on the other side.
Finally!
Aunt's palm splashed a picture of the city, and she passed through the portal. Grimmer came in after her, and it was my turn. I gently pushed the city landscape with my hands, but it didn't get me any further. For some reason, I remained here in this dark place, illuminated by magical lights. I held out my hand, hoping to feel the cold air, but my palm hit a watery surface. Oh, is he gonna get trapped in the portal? Uh-oh. Splashes flew in all directions. I tried not to panic, but my hand was already trembling. Something was clearly preventing me from getting out of here. There was a muffled auntie's voice. She seemed to be somewhere far away, although I saw her right in front of me. Aunt Alice stood against one of the streets of the city, and Grimmer hovered nearby on his cloud. Thomas, now's not the time to fool around.
But I'm not fooling around. I can't get through.
From behind me, or rather from the backpack, a voice was heard. Outrageous! Apparently no one checked this passage at all. There's not a drop of magic in you, boy. Only smoldering sparks, thanks to your mother. You have to go through this portal like a knife through butter. It can keep the witch's students, of course, but if it needs to collect information about his magical power, and you mediocrity, not even reaching the first level, so why are you stuck?
I don't know, I'm scared. I don't want to stay here forever. Auntie, help!
With trembling fingers, I touched the liquid portal and began to put pressure on the water barrier with my hand, trying to put my palm through. Looks like we'll have to wait for repairmen.
And how much time do we have to wait for them?
Yes, it's better not to wait at all. You can't particularly count on them. You'll learn magic faster than these guys show up here. Oh, alright, gotta learn on the go. I usually try not to be rude to elders, but this Fabian simply infuriated me.
Well, since you're so smart, maybe at least you could help me a little. All you do is grumble.
Or all you do is just grumbling. Fabian wasn't offended at all.
Just try again and again. It is a defective. If it's defective, the repairman will fix it. Well, if we're lucky, of course. If not, then the portal will release you sooner or later. Looks like Portal got interested in you. The advice, of course, is not useful, but I listened and again tried to push into the portal.
Hi, hello, welcome. We are currently stuck in a magical portal.
After several attempts, my hand still went through this water jelly.
Made it!
I really thought eternity would have to hang around here.
Auntie grabbed me tight and began to pull me. Behind her, I noticed Grimmer clinging to her skirt.
He wanted to help pull me out. Thank you, of course, but I think the cat has a little strength. The portal stubbornly didn't want to part with me. My aunt even used her magic to help. She swallowed a few drops of potion of power, and a red glow enveloped her hands. Finally, my body began to pass through the water barrier. Suddenly, some unknown force pushed me out of the portal. I flew onto a stone-paved road, flooding everything with water. Grimmer is not happy. Here you go. Now we're all wet. What happened there, Thomas?
I don't know. It was like if something didn't let me in.
I turned around and saw that the side of the barrier was a large mirror with a metal rim. Strange symbols and signs, similar to runes, were carved into its rim. For a while, they emanated a bright blue glow, but soon began to blink, then completely went out. There were other mirrors next to the mirror from which we just left. They were located on a massive, thick column for which led several paths on and a staircase rising up.
I wonder how this mirror works.
Everything is very simple, my young friend. There is one portal dimension with which all mirrors are connected. This dimension is an infinite straight line. You can walk through it forever. A potion or mirror creates another straight line, and the place where they intersect becomes an exit. In general, if very simple, it looks like a trip to a stagecoach.
A stagecoach? What kind of explanation is that, you old stump? Completely gone nuts with your archives and books, subway. It's like a subway, not at all like a stagecoach.
So they have subways in this world? Oh, they have cars, I guess. I looked at Grimmer in surprise.
How do you know about the subway? I think that this is probably the most primitive way of moving for you with all your magical technologies.
I don't know why, but I already began to think of this world as a separate universe. In addition, it's rather strange to use a subway or other means of transport when there are options that can instantly move you anywhere on the map. Grimmer hissed.
No, don't think I used it from my own free will.
No, wait, what? No, don't think I used it from my own free will.
I wouldn't have sat down in this fish can, which somehow carries mortals. But I had to.
Oh, fish can. The fish can is the subway. Okay, I realize. Auntie intervened in the conversation. What? Did you ride the subway? Did you go beyond the barrier of magic world without me? What else are you hiding from me, naughty pet?
Nothing, I swear, nothing at all.
Alice stared at the cat.
Well, really, I'm not lying.
He meowed and began to rub Alice's leg as an obedient pet. But you can't fool my aunt. She grabbed Grimmer and lifted him off the ground.
You know, I've always been kind to you, my beloved. I turned you into a cat, although I could just easily turn you into a mouse or a cockroach.
Grimmer jerked his paws.
Just not into the mouse. I don't want to have anything to do with these ugly creatures.
Auntie flashed her eyes.
Then you will tell me what business you had in the city immediately.
Auntie shook the cat again. He meowed plaintively, and spoke.
Here's the thing. I lost the bet while playing cards and...
The next second, Grimmer was thrown aside to the nearest mirror. It's good that I reacted on time and caught the cat on the fly. Auntie snorted in displeasure.
I don't want to see you, really. Again, these bets of yours. I warned you that if I heard about this ever again.
I put the cat on the ground and he prudently hid behind my back, because the aunt was aiming at him with her wand.
But honey, I lost even before your warning. Maybe 2 days, maybe a week. Yes, exactly a week before.
Hola, hello. Yeah, it's a nice room. We're in the witch's city now, and I think we're supposed to appeal to the council or something. It was funny to watch this arguing couple. Fabian sighed.
My advice to you, boy. Never argue with a woman. It's completely useless. You just won't win.
I nodded. I didn't like disputes at all. In fact, I hated them. In addition, I've seen many times how Father and Sophia were shouting at each other for some petty reason. And every time, after tears and snobs on my stepmother's finger, there was a new expensive ring with a larger stone than the previous one. A couple of strong expressions and curses had already slipped through the replicas of aunt and cat. Both have vowed several times to get the hell out of their lives, or even shoot each other with spells in the name of which I don't know. The quarrel was gaining momentum, and I wasn't up to it. I looked around with interest. Besides, there were still many people who came out of one mirror and went into another, so every now and then I had to bounce, jump to sides so not to bump into strangers scurrying back and forth. They were also so colorful. Sometimes it seemed that their colors belonged to completely different eras, or one could notice amazing textures of styles: Renaissance, Gothic, and modern. For example, at a nearby mirror, I noticed a well-fed bearded man with a thin mustache in a long tunic and with a top hat on his head. Around his voluminous neck. Never thought you could describe a human or a person. I guess they're not a person, maybe it's a wizard. But still, I never thought you could describe a wizard like that. A voluminous neck. The links of gold chains twinkled, and on them hung a pendant in the form of a jade sphere, with an infinity sign. The bearded man hooted like an owl. He looked at me with his saucer eyes, and I felt uneasy, so I looked at another stranger passing by or even flying. From a mirror in which I was stuck, a young witch on a broomstick flew very spectacularly. Behind her, a hem of scarlet hoodie was waving, gold lines crawled along its fabric like snakes, and the cuffs of her sleeves were decorated with diamond chains. Ooh, fancy! I thought this girl must have come from a wealthy family, or perhaps she opened some very profitable business. On the other side, two vulnerable gentlemen walked around me. They were like Wall Street office workers than mages, though there is probably nothing strange about this. I'm sure that the world of magic, as elsewhere, is full of all kinds of rich people and billionaires, just like hermits and beggars. I decided to consider them better. One gentleman was very young, and the second could be his father. Judging by the fact that the voices of Aunt and Grimmer became quieter, I no longer heard curses and threats. With promises to throw each other into the mouth of a hungry dragon, that argument of the couple came to an end. Grimmer also noticed two gentlemen in suits and snorted displeasedly.
Again, artifact collectors who imagine themselves to be great explorers. As clean as a new pin, I would like to see how they could at least once stain these white gloves getting their toys. They like to do everything with their hands. At least they pay well.
Forget about your dark business, Grimmer. We didn't come here for that. Why did you come here? The voice was heard aside. It was so harsh and creaky. Oh, the female voice followed it softer, but still, it couldn't be pleasant either. Too shrill. I need to make a shrill voice. Well, that's not going to be good.
Look at what we have here.
My aunt and I turned sharply. The girl who peeked out of the neighboring mirror was looking at us with her mouth wide open. However, her surprise didn't last long. A grin appeared on her face, and a very scornful chuckle was heard. A shrill voice?
I'll be damned if it isn't our famous skull collector, Alice.
And the hat on the girl's head aided.
And her loser businessman is here too.
The girl looked about 20 years old. A grinning hat sat on her head, from under which long violet curls, little golden stars were hovering around her. Ooh, I like her character design though, it's very pretty. Her hands, the girl had a curved staff with a huge emerald stone entangled in a vine. 3 more children of my age climbed out of the mirror after her. 2 sleek girls with shiny silver staffs, and 1 plump boy with a book. Everyone had contempt on their faces, but they didn't utter a word, lining behind the girl. The arrogant lady immediately clutched at the kids and pulled them to the side so that none of the passerbys crashed into them. She looks like a plant-type Pokemon trainer. You know, she kind of does. I actually don't know too much about Pokemon, but I kind of get, like, the design. Auntie grabbed me by the collar and did the same. And you, as always, with party. Well, my student is better than your 3. He will become a great magician. Just wait. Auntie nodded towards the plump boy. I hope that your newly made Merlin won't get stuck in the council's portal. Oh, Alice is so mean. What happened? The witch with the violet hair only smiled coldly, but didn't answer. Apparently standing up for her students is not in her rules. I covered my mouth with my palm and quickly whispered to my aunt.
First, what is the magician thing? I'm a potion maker. And secondly, why are you trying to make this girl angry? Have you seen her grin? I think it's dangerous to mess with her.
You shouldn't be afraid of her at all, Thomas. Well, I embellished the facts a little, so what? The main thing is to stick it to El Murrain. El Mara Murain. Aunt Alice winked slyly. The hat on El Mara's head stirred, and after clearing her throat, said in her squeaky voice. Oh, the hat has a squeaky voice.
Well, how's your store going, Ignis Petrovich? Ready to be demolished for non-payment of rent?
Ingy jumped on Witch's head with indignation, tangling her hair.
Things are going fine, Brenda. Customers are satisfied with the goods, and we're satisfied with the profit.
Oh wait, wrong voice. And we're satisfied with the profit. Therefore, we have nothing to complain about. As soon as we start selling potions for hats that talk too much.
Brenda. How impudent you are, Inky Petrovich. I'm sure that you talk in the same manner to your fool clients who buy second-rate potions at exorbitant prices.
Inky became green.
I'll tell you something, madame. Trying not to be rude.
Stay cool, buddy. You're only doing her a favor by talking to her. Elmara, after all, considers it below her dignity to conduct conversation, even with her own hat. So, for sure the poor hat just feels bored, so she decided to have a fight with you. Elmara's hat frowned, but before she could even answer, a crowd of people came out of the nearest mirror. When I saw the hat again, she opened her mouth, but Elmara interrupted her. Shrill voice. The room... I don't want to do a shrill voice. I feel like the shrill voice doesn't suit this. The rumors said that you were going to drag here a worthless kid who wants to become a great potion maker. The girl even painted quotation marks in the air with her fingers. At first, I didn't believe it, but now I see that this is true. You surprised me. You are so desperate to grab yourself a new student that you're ready to break through the bottom of your own dignity. Already, even the talented relatives would do just fine. What's next? You'll bring the mortals here? She laughed loudly, and the kids giggled quietly. Okay, so I do think actually, my voice is like starting to become absolutely dead. My original plan was to finish this game today, but I don't know if my voice can handle that. So yeah, I might have to end the stream here. I'm sorry that it's really short, but hopefully the next time I'll actually be able to finish this game, because I'm starting to feel like a little bit of pain in my voice. Hopefully it saves. I want to save this and I don't know how. I hope this works. Huh? So did it save? Lovely. Wish I could skip through all of this. But next time, skips dialogue. Okay, I think I'm just gonna skip through. So next time I'll come here early, try to set up, and then just keep on clicking, and then I'll load up this game for the next time. I really... Is this how you save? Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, oops.
I didn't notice this. That's okay. I will just go through this after the stream right now, and I'll just click through it, and I'll save at the part where I'm actually supposed to save. But yes, now that I know how to save, that will be useful. But yeah, my voice is starting to go dead, so thank you everyone for showing up, and thank you for coming and chatting. I really appreciated it. I know that like visual novels are not everyone's cup of tea and stuff, but I appreciate all of you showing up for the spooky season and looking at the art. Another small announcement is that I have I'm going to slowly be transitioning to Blue Sky as my main form of like communication outside of YouTube community tabs. I will still need to change my description and everything, although I did post the link in the community tabs already. So if you want to follow, you don't have to, of course. Major announcements will always be posted in the community tabs. So yeah. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow on everything. And I think I'm going to raid a channel. I will see which channel to raid. Who is on? Let's see who's on. Oh, I'm gonna raid Splagoot, a like a pot of spaghetti or splagoot. So let me open their stuff. Why is this not working? Hold on. I can never get this. So we will be rating this person soon. But feel free to join. That'd be greatly appreciated. And if not, totally fine. Don't worry about it. Did it go through? Let's do this. Okay, that's the raid message. Oh, I did it twice. Oops. Okay, we'll be rating this person in a few seconds. And let me switch this screen. And I will be rating in if 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Beep boop. Bye, everyone.